Ooh, welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 5th, 2025. You guys didn't know that if you guys watch a show called Ginny and Georgia on Netflix, they have a new season out. And we heard that there's going to be a new season, the final season of Stranger Things. If you guys didn't watch the trailer, there's going to be episodes for November, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. I'm happy for it because I've been really hoping that we find out what's happening in Stranger Things, because they give us a no, whatever to call it. They give us something, and then I really want to know what's happening. How do they fix the world? Oh, man. But ladies and gentlemen, we still didn't get anything for 2K25. It is a Thursday. It is 12 o'clock soon. But still nothing on 2K25. Nothing about this celebrity guest. Nothing about this DLC for WrestleMania 41 pack. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see me move my hand around, it's because I have this really, really hurt finger. You guys can see it on camera too. It's a little hurts. It's swollen. So if you see me move my hand or you see my arm jiggling around here, it's because it hurts and I don't like the pain. So I'm sorry. It's really hurting and it's really red. Not red, it's purple. I guess it doesn't get really red. But I think that's how the swelling works, and it's really annoying me. I'm waiting, cuts take forever to heal, you know that? It takes forever. I'm doing everything I could with this thing, but it's not making anything go faster. I wish it was. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 hours of AEW. 4 hours. Are you kidding? Are you kidding that we had 4 hours of AEW? And guess what? Next week is another 4 hours. Because they're having some summer block, something. I don't know what's happening. For a show, that's what it's called. And this one's called Fighter Fest. A lot happened, so I might not remember everything that happened in the show because it's 4 hours. It was supposed to be 2 shows in one night. It's going to be Dynamite and Collusion in one night. In one night. I know you guys didn't see when I put one on here. One night. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's interesting. And I got a little tired because it ends at 12. I got tired. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Let's do this 4 hours. We got a return. They need to get a return if you're going to do it 4 hours. You need some type of surprise. They got the debut of Thika. I don't know her name is. The Spider Lady. The debut of her, but they got a return. We were having Megan Bayne and Ford. I guess Harley Cameron got injured. And they had Anna Jay on the ground, hurt, and then they came to the rampway, or the stage, and then Megan Bayne was about to do her finisher on the stage, but Ford said, no, do it off the stage. So they were about to throw Anna Jay off the dang stage until Tay Mello made a return and attacked Ford with a pipe, and then security stopped Megan Bayne and Tay Mello again attacking each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Tay Mello is a best friend of Anna Jay. Remember, they had like street fights with each other, teaming up with each other versus other teams. So yeah, that's pretty cool for her, Tay Mello, and now the whole family is back in the wrestling business. Sammy Guevara and Tay Mello is back. Welcome back to the Guevaras. She's called Tay Mello, not Guevara. If you guys didn't know that WWE Evolve has a new first ever men's world champion, and that's Jackson Drake. I got his name already. He's one of the swipe right guys, and he congrats, he won it. He's one of the WID guys. And he got a chance to be in the ball. Man, looks like Lince Dorado might be there every single week, because he's going to be on the ball next week. Have some words, because Jackson has some things to say about him. And we heard that because I think Joaquin Wild got injured, so he was supposed to be in the 6-man tag team match against Aerostar, Octagon Jr., and some Army-based guy, I don't know his name, in Worlds Collide. So they got a replacement. So it's going to be 3 luchadors. I think it's going to be 3, right? No, it's not going to be 3. There's going to be Cruz del Toro, Dragon Lee, and the replacement will be Lince Dorado. So that's pretty cool to see that Lince Dorado is going to be part of this Worlds Collide. And I think there's going to be some other surprises, because AAA has some other wrestlers that will be in there. It could be some heels that do something disrespectful, and other people come and help them. Something has to happen, because there's other wrestlers, and they had on the video package of those other wrestlers that doesn't have a match on this Worlds Collide show. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we got of this 4-hour show is Will Ospreay. He comes out, Tony Schiavone interviews him, and he talked about that it was the worst idea he had Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page try to work together. But he knows that this is the only way to bring back the AEW World Title from the Death Riders. And to stop the Death Riders is have the 2 dangerous men team up with each other and stop the Death Riders. He says, if Swerve is not going to do this for himself, he's not going to think about this for himself, he has to beat it out of him. So Will Ospreay challenges Swerve Strickland next week to a match. And then he got interrupted by the Crew, Leo Rush and Action Andrade, and looks like Action is having a little vacation. But Leo Rush has some anger to Will Ospreay and all that stuff. So Will Ospreay issued a challenge to Leo Rush on Collusion, a part of this 4-hour show. So it's official. It's going to happen. So first match of the evening, we got Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe. Not for the world title. Nothing like that. But the winner of that match was Jon Moxley. I don't think anything really happened, right? I don't think anything happened. I think he just won the match. And then we had Toni Storm teaming up with Mina with Scott Blue and versus Scott Blue and Julia Hart. I thought Scott Blue will be doing singles run since she made a return, but no, she's teaming up with Julia Hart again. We got Mercedes Moné on commentary. Well, she was on commentary, but she had her own table, and she was eating steak and having some wine. Oh, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent tag team match for the women's side. The winner of that match was Toni Storm and Mina getting the win. And I think Mercedes trying to get involved, and then she got beat up, and then Toni Storm was eating the Mercedes Moné's steak and drinking her wine. Oh boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hurt Syndicate comes out, and they has issued some challenge to the tag team, to any tag team, because they try and find, you say AEW is where all the dangerous people fight, but where's the tag teams? And then MJF wants his world title. He says, I had to fight more. I didn't wrestle more. He's not happy that he has to wrestle more. And he's gonna look at Mexico's match next week, because they have this Grand Slam in Mexico. And he says, if he's good enough, MJF will face him at the Grand Slam Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, and then they got interrupted by Commander, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. Almost forgot his name. And they want a shot of the tag team titles. And Commander's not happy that MJF is making fun of the Lucha Libre culture. And MVP says, no, you're not getting the shot. You have to impress us to get a shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got those three in a match against Ruse Dorisco and the Beast Mortis. And it was a pretty decent trios match, high flyer stuff, but the winner of that match was Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, and Commander. And then MVP, the Hurt Syndicate, came back out, and they said, we will give you guys a trios match, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MJF next week, but you can get your butts kicked right now. And then we have a brawl between those three, but Mike Bailey, Commander, and Kevin Knight, they beat them up, and they rolled out of the ring. So that's a match that's going to happen next week. It will be those three against Hart Syndicate. Mascot Caster had this stupid dang open challenge again. Who can survive with the best jobber alive? Not the best wrestler alive. He has his petition, and I guess the referee didn't sign it. He told the ref to sign it. Guess what? The ref did not sign it. The ref did not sign it, and the person that accepted this 5-minute challenge was Powerhouse Hobbs. And the winner of that match was Powerhouse Hobbs. And then we got Kenny Omega defending his international championship against international wrestlers from different countries. We got Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli, and Dorada for the international championship. I thought it was a pretty decent match. All these guys are hard hitters. They're crazy men. I think Kenny Omega is from Canada. I think he is. I know he is. I don't know. I'm saying that. Brody King from the United States. Claudio is from Switzerland, and Dorado is from Mexico. And this was an interesting match. But the winner of that match, and still your international champion, is Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega got interrupted of his celebration by Okada. They had a face-to-face, and then a brawl. They both tried to do their own finishers on each other. It didn't work out. They all reversed each other. And ladies and gentlemen, on the collusion half of the 4 hours, Tony Schiavone gave us the news. At All In, it will be Kenny Omega versus Okada, winner take all for the Continental Championship and the International Championship. Finally, because they have so many titles. They even have Ring of Honor titles. You don't need any more titles. Get rid of one. I'd rather get rid of the Continental title. We had 2 champions, Eddie Kingston and Okada. I was there when Okada won the match. He won it in Toronto. Me and my dad was there. I think it was in 2023. I think so. I remember it was in December. Because I got sick that time. Because I wasn't wearing warm clothes. My fault. But yeah, I think it was like in 2023. So the guy held it for a year. Almost 2 years. If he held it another year for another December on 2025, that would be 2 years. Like, seriously, this guy hasn't really... Nobody else won the championship. Get rid of it. The International Championship, it means something. The Continental title means absolutely nothing. They had great matches, but I guess they don't want to put it on somebody, and they want to keep it on Okada. If you put it on Kenny Omega, please get rid of it. Please do. Don't get rid of the International title. There's a lot of great wrestlers that actually won that. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're on the collusion parts of the 4 hours. We have FTR. We have Will Ospreay versus Lio Rush. I like this match because Lio Rush is amazing. I like watching this kid. He's great. I liked him in the WWE. I liked him in TNA. I liked him in AEW. He's good. The guy is a high flyer. I like high flyers. I like the crazy moves. Lio Rush does those. But the winner of that match was Will Ospreay, and he's getting ready to face Swerve Strickland. He did have a little words with MJF because MJF told him to give up. of this, trying to get Hangman and Swerve together as a team. We have FTR versus some CMLL guys. I only know one name, Atlantis Jr. The other guy, I don't know who he is. That's why I said CMLL guys, because I don't know I don't know the guy's name. But I thought it was an okay match. It was okay. I guess FTR is not really good at wrestling luchadors, but it was okay. But the winner of that match was FTR. And then we got the Don Callis family. The Don Callis family fought twice, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They fought twice. This was Takashita, a CML guy, and Kyle Fletcher in this match. They will be versing Bandito and the Outrunners. The Laws Outrunners. They think they're luchadors now. But it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Don Callis family. And then we got Nick Wayne defending his Ring of Honor TV Championship because Christian Cage is the one that made this match up. Then he will defend his title again, but it's going to be a fatal 4-way match. It will be against Sammy Guevara, A.R. Fox, and Lee Johnson. I thought it was a pretty decent fatal 4-way match. High flyers all over the place. But the winner of that match, and still your Ring of Honor TV champion, will be Nick Wayne. And then we have Tika versus Jobber, a.k.a. Lady Frost. The winner of that match was the new lady. I think it's right name. I don't know. I can't say her name. Tequila? I can't say her name, but she did a submission. She won the match with a submission, and then she wasn't done there. She did the submission again until Queen Amate comes out and tries to make the save. But Talika ran away. I think I'm saying her name wrong. And then our main event of Collusion will be Paragon, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. If you don't know who Paragon was, I told you. They teamed up with Daniel Garcia to versus Don Callis family. I think it was Lance Archer. It was an 8-man tag team match. Lance Archer, Josh Alexander, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. And it was a pretty decent match. It was all over the place. But the winner of that match was the Paragon and Daniel Garcia. My goodness, that was a lot of matches and a lot of things to say. I have 17 minutes on my video. It kind of helped, but I wasn't really having fun watching it for 4 hours. It's like watching a pay-per-view for AEW, and some of the things was useless. It was cool to see Tate Mello come back. It was pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's ready because we got Worlds Collide happening Saturday. Money in the Bank happening on Saturday. You got Under Siege. Not Under Siege. Against All Odds at Friday. I should have said that one first, and then we said the Saturday once. I don't think there's anything happening on Sunday, but we do have a big Friday and a big Saturday, but mostly Friday I will be watching Friday Night SmackDown. And Saturday I will try to watch both shows. One's on YouTube, I have, and one should be on Netflix, I have. So it shouldn't be a problem, and they're all on my Xbox. So it shouldn't be a problem. And they're not on the same time. Worlds Collide is on 3, and I believe Money in the Bank is at 8. So yeah, it's not gonna be a hard time. It's not like WWE and AEW when I have to flip the channels every time. I don't want to do that. So thank God WWE's is not the same time. One's earlier than the other one. So, and I don't think Worlds Collide will be a long show. Could be an hour. It could be 2 hours. Something like that. Try to get closer to Money in the Bank. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a long show. But I'm hoping maybe next year, if they do Worlds Collide again, maybe next year they should have WWE / NXT, because they're both WWEs, versus AAA versus TNA. They did the same thing a long time ago for NXT UK, NXT, and 205 Live. But now this is not all WWE guys. Remember, NXT UK, NXT, and 205 Live, That was all WWE. Now this is different companies. I understand we will have a TNA star in this show. We will have Ladle Kid. But right now he's being called a AAA guy, not a TNA guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a TNA guy, he's AAA. Even his graphic, his name tag, when he comes out to his entrance, it will say AAA, not TNA. It's not when Joe Hendry comes out, it will have a nameplate that says he's a TNA star. I think they did it with Mike Satano as well. But yeah, I really want to know what's going on with the first class. Is Trick Williams part of the first class? That would be sick. That would be sick. They need a third one. They had it was always 30 in the hit row. And first class kind of makes me feel like it's the 2.0 of hit row. But they're called first class because they're not allowed using hit row because it's a WWE thing. So they use first class. But they do like the same thing. Money. It's always about the money. But yeah, I think they're always like the same thing. It's the same thing, but it's TNA's version of first hit row. I'm hoping that they get a third person. I think it was supposed to be Rich Swann, but he got suspended from, I don't know why, but he got suspended and he left TNA. So I think it was supposed to be Rich Swann, but before all that thing happened that he did, or whatever happened, I don't think he did something, or somebody did something. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how he got suspended. I just look at the internet and they said he's suspended. I don't know why, but he was. And then he left TNA, and now it's just KC and AJ Francis in the first class. I wish they have a faction for that includes WWE guys and TNA guys. I wish. Has anyone had an affected finger before? Because I don't know what to do. I'm trying to clean it, but it won't go away. It won't go away. I read that it takes like a week to go away. I don't like waiting for a week. I had it for a couple of days. It's not a week, but I had it for a couple of days. Don't bite your nails off really far away to your skin, because that's what I did, and now I got an infected finger and it won't go away. I had to wait for days. I'm not a patient guy, and this thing hurts. I can't touch anything. If my nail touches something, my finger hurts like hell. So, ouchers. Well, ladies, I hope you guys are ready for summer. Summer's coming up. WWE's having 2 nights SummerSlam. People are saying Roman Reigns could be coming back in SummerSlam. I hope he does, and people are saying he might not come alone. What does that mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's more people has to be going to be signed with WWE, because some people's contracts expire soon, so they will have the money to get more people. That's why they release people, that they could actually get wrestlers that actually can help them. Like Mariah May. We heard that Karen Cross might be gone soon because he didn't get talked to about renewing his contract. He could be gone. Miz could be gone. More money for them to sign more people. Business is business. People don't like that. Well, you can't really do anything about it. That's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA results. On TNA, it's the Go Home Show. No? Yeah, it's the Go Home Show. I forgot today's Thursday right now. It's the Go Home Show for Against the Odds, because it's on a Friday. So yeah, let's see what happens on TNA. For the Go Home Show. That's all me today. Tell us out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.